HarperCollins presents Pinch Perkins and the Midsummer Curse by Cathy Fitzgerald. Read by Ezra Saifie. Chapter 1. The Sleeping Beauty Curse. It was a hot, sunny day on Tricky Dragon Lane, and someone had been cursing magical Londoners. Pinch Perkins was working the case. "Where were you on the morning of the 3rd of June?" Her suspect raised an eyebrow. "Am I to understand, young Pinch, that you are inquiring as to my whereabouts with a view to clearing me from your investigation?" Pinch gave a curt nod. She was a detective now. She needed to play it cool. "Well," said Mrs. Reek, putting a silvery hand to her silvery chin and affecting a thoughtful look, "I'd say I was probably in the same place I've been for the past 12 years of our acquaintance, which is namely—" She gestured at the marvellous magical mirrors shop. "Here. Can't go leaving the premises, can I, dearie? I'm a ghost." She waggled her fingers at Pinch in a spooky fashion. "And can anyone, Pinch checked her list of questions. "Confirm that? I'm sure the twins could," said Mrs. Reek. "But what with me being dead and all, I'm unlikely to cause anyone bodily harm, am I?" She smiled and took on a pearly sheen as a beam of sunlight hit her. "I must say, you're doing a lovely job of detectiving." "I am?" said Pinch, trying not to look pleased. This was her first interview, and she wanted to do well. "Oh, yes, dear. If I had anything to confess, I'd have coughed it up by now." The ghost zoomed forward, her wispy white eyebrows crinkled. "Even so, why don't you leave all this nasty business to the grown-ups? Put it out of your mind and get yourself an ice lolly, or read one of your storybooks. Dwelling's not going to help, is it?" She smiled maternally and floated away through the wall into the back room. Pinch blinked after her. Eat an ice lolly at a time like this? She wondered what went on in grown-ups' heads sometimes. "Right," she called. "Thanks for that. Bye." She slumped against the door. All around the shop, in the looking-glasses that gleamed and sparkled on every wall, her reflections followed suit. Pinch in the mirror was a messy sight. Curly brown hair, a tangle as usual, peeling pink skin on a sunburnt, freckled nose, old shorts and a faded blue t-shirt stained with tomato sauce. She raised her eyebrows. "Could do better," she told her reflection. Her reflection said, "Bog off." With a shrug, Pinch pulled open the creaky old shop door and stepped out onto Tricky Dragon Lane. The muggy air swept over her in a wave. It had been hot for weeks, and as she leaned against the alley wall to ponder her next move, she felt the warmth of the bricks on her back. The first victim had been discovered a month ago. An elderly wizard found unconscious on the floor of his conservatory, cheeks wet with the concerned slobberings of his pet gargoyle, Tubbs. Somnus incantus was the med mag's diagnosis, or an enchanted coma. Everyone else called it the Sleeping Beauty Curse. Since then, a new sleeper had been found every few days, 6 so far, including a hard-working young witch in a beauty salon, hair presto, slumped over her cutting chair, and a peckish sorcerer sprawled across his kitchen floor in a pool of fridge light. All had magic, and all lived in the sancts, the safe, secret places that were neither here nor there, where London's magical folk hid in plain sight. Boarded-up tower blocks, overgrown car parks,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?